my clay dice
You have clay dice?
holder. Dice holder. It's all dice even. Perfect.
Okay, well, even though this thing still is telling me that the video is private,
Is it about to storm?
I'm seeing on the TV that
I can see it.
So, okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, nevertheless, we are going to start then. Hopefully it, let me know, so you can see it, right?
Yes.
Elliot Winters, okay. Let me know if it's still, like, glitching really bad like it was last time. I mean, I guess it wasn't glitching terribly, but still want to just make positively sure. It doesn't look that bad. Look through
It's there.
It's working. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Alrighty then. Welcome back, my fellow people. So, this is Deathstroke 9, and today we're going to be finishing off the Call of Cthulhu scenario of The Whisper in Darkness. Based on the actual story, The Whisper in Darkness, from H.P. Lovecraft. Now, where we last left off, we're just going to get right into it. Thanks to anyone who's joining in, and just let us know what you think as we go along. So, Stanley Marsh III, Thomas Vale, and Elliot Winters were all in the insane asylum. They have been discovering a lot of... they have discovered a lot of strange and unusual things in the past little while. Like, what are some of the things that you've uncovered, Stanley Marsh? Or you've been getting letters. The others don't know about them, and they've got some disturbing contents. You guys have been hearing the buzzing sound. The buzzing sound.
Oh, I know.
And Thomas Vale and Elliot Winters, you guys have been also investigating everything that's been going on. Thomas, you just found your wife was in the insane asylum. And where we left off, you were talking to her, and we were you guys were talking about the child that she almost killed you over, and she tried to, keep him from you. And you committed her to this insane asylum, which you were not really planning on going to today. And now, she just began screaming at the top of her lungs. And that's where we stopped. So, yeah.
And that's where we start.
Mm-hmm. That's where it ends and begins. All right. So, Thomas, how do you react to the fact that your wife is sitting there? She's in the chair, right? And it's this big open. It's like an open room, right? There's like a cot, but it's Spartan, and there's not really that much in the room. And she's just sitting. And remember, when you walked in, her hair was like covering her face. Then she looked up, and now she just started this guttural screeching noise.
That's disturbing. Yes, I think I'm gonna kind of like back up to the wall and just kind of like slide down, just like contemplating what the heck is going. This is too much for me, so I'm just gonna kind of like sink down my head and bury my head in my hands and just.
I am pressed up against the door, sort of like a let me out motion.
Are you gonna try to open the door?
Jiggling at the doorknob or something.
Okay, the door is locked.
Of course it is.
We're gonna die.
My crazy wife is gonna kill us all.
Mr. Marsh.
Does she look like there's anything?
You don't see anything happening to her. She just seems it looks like she's screaming at Thomas. Like she's like done talking. I'm just yelling now. But she's not actually saying anything, You don't hear.
Is there anything in this room that I can use to calm her down?
When you guys came in, you saw that Dr. Shiny was like mixing up different things, including multiple like needles that probably had some type of numbing agent or something that would put people to sleep. But that's outside the door.
Okay.
Maybe we should try to call for Mr. Dr. Shiny up there. Maybe. I mean, he locked us in here. I don't know if he's too keen on letting us out, actually.
Just gonna stand there.
You're just gonna stand there. Okay. She's just screaming, and she puts her head down, and her hair covers her face again. Thomas, you're gonna die.
I think I have a few objections to that. This place is really gross, and I kind of want to get out of here. I mean...
Did you guys have any specific questions for her? I mean...
Oh, maybe she knows stuff about the town. I mean, she's been in the insane asylum. How about one of you guys ask her? I don't think she really wants to talk to me. I mean...
You're gonna die, Thomas!
Okay.
Stanley, you seem confident. Don't let me talk to her. I don't want to. I'm scared.
I don't want to strangle you to death. I mean, there's a chair in the room. She might pick it up and throw it at us.
Break it across our backs.
Full WWE.
Thomas, where is this child?
Oh, he's at home with the nanny. It should be fine.
He's very special.
Okay.
He's gifted. He knows things he shouldn't. They did it, Thomas.
Who? What?
You know what you saw that night.
I saw something.
Has he told you? Or does he continue to deny it?
He hasn't really told me much since you were admitted into here.
No, she's talking to Elliot and Stanley, asking if you told
she was
them
asking about
anything.
child.
But I didn't know he had a child. Please don't look at me like that.
She's not really looking at you very much, so... You almost feel like she is, though, but it doesn't look like she is.
I open up a voice recorder slowly without anybody knowing.
Do you have one on you? Would you?
Phones have voice recorders.
Okay, cool. All right.
Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
There's something I want to show you.
Oh, okay. Please go ahead if you think.
Suddenly, the door opens,
Oh, thank God.
and Dr. Shiny walks in.
Oh, prick.
How goes everything?
Did you not hear that? Did you not hear that?
The screaming? The screaming.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard the screaming.
Is that not concerning to you?
She does that a lot here, actually.
You could have warned us.
I assumed Thomas would know.
I'm sorry, I could not understand.
I
a single...
assumed you would know, Thomas. Anyway, I thought I locked the door so that she wouldn't, try anything.
I'm already out.
You're out? Okay, yeah. You just walk by him. I think you...
Well, we're gonna be going.
She needs her medication. You guys should leave.
Or,
He is pulling on medical gloves, and he's got a needle in his hand.
We may be back at some point.
Yes, sure. Have a good one. You just
We're
walk,
gonna
you
come
just
back. We're gonna come back to find out Mr. Shiny had his eyes gouged out, and Mrs. Vale escaped.
yeah.
He's a very weird looking man.
You did it again. I mean, what? Not again.
All right. Let's go.
You guys all just walk out, and you, Stanley Marsh, you had something to show Thomas. Are you gonna take? What are you showing him?
First, I'm going to tell them to meet me back at Stanley's Auto Repair.
Okay, are you gonna go check the post office?
And then
first?
I am going. I already have a letter.
Okay. Did you
Remember?
read?
I
you got a new one.
I haven't read it yet. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to tell them to go and get in to meet me there, and I'm going to go to my truck and read the letter that I have.
All right. So, you get in the so do you guys listen to this? Are you gonna actually, you guys not gonna follow him?
Yeah, I'll follow him.
No,
Yeah, I'll follow.
Wait. I mean, are you going to go to his? So he asked you to go to his place. Are you going to do?
Well, they can stop somewhere else first because I might respond to the letter too and go back to the post office. So.
All right. So he wants to split up from you guys. That's fine, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We're gonna start with you, Stanley. So you go out. You leave them kind of behind. You get in your truck. You drive out to the post office. Or no, wait. You get in your truck and start opening the letter. Yes, Clara.
Yes.
I'm doing something right this second. Let me mute myself. 1 second, guys.
I will be right back as well.
Brief intermission.
I need to get my computer charger. I'm on.
This live stream is sponsored by all our YouTube channels. Subscribe now.
Subscribe for more content.
We need clout, please.
Let's go check out their. Make sure you guys go check out their YouTube channels. All the links will be in the description. Sorry about that. All right, I'm back. Stanley Marsh is gone now. Okay.
Yes.
I guess we can start with you guys then. All right, so Thomas Vale, Elliot Winters, where are you planning on going while you wait for him? Are you just going to go right to his place and just kind of, maybe you could look around, go to that basement that he has that you guys didn't really go into, or you could go to any of the stores, maybe the diner, wherever you want to go.
I'm going to the diner.
Yeah, I think I'll go with. I was thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to go to the diner. Gotcha. All right. It's a brief walk away from the sanitarium.
So are we leaving young Joe in his van?
I would assume young Joe would be going with you guys. Thank you for reminding me that he's with you, by the way.
I forget young Joe. Weird pink jumpsuit wearing young Joe.
So young Joe's gonna follow you guys. All right. So where are we going now?
Just to the diner downtown.
Oh yeah, diner. That's an interesting place. They got good waffles, I guess.
You guess? I mean, okay.
The food there's pretty mediocre. It's just, I mean, it's all okay.
Is it as mediocre as Old Joe's hotel?
No, better than that. Far better than that.
Okay.
It tastes like the stuff back in Arkham.
Sure.
Not
yeah.
very good. No, not very good.
All right, you guys head over to the diner, and you walk in the doors, and you see something jingles overhead, and it kind of draws your attention up. You see there's some slow spinning fans. It's a large place with a lot of tables. A lot of them have the chairs on the tables because the place is not very busy right now. And you see something else, though. So the noise above your head kind of draws your eyes to the ceiling, and you see crosses hanging from the ceiling, like little crystal Catholic symbols everywhere. You see the walls have little verses and stuff in like little plaques. There's like some paintings of Christ as well. And there is a woman behind the counter.
I take a picture of the crosses.
Okay.
And all the other Catholic things.
Again, I noticed him doing that, and I remember, oh wait, I have a blog. And I take pictures too of this fine establishment.
The woman looks at you and is like, wait.
Oh, it's just, I really adore your decorations. They're very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, what brings you here?
Food.
We need food.
Yes.
And I have to ask, I kind of lean forward a bit. Do you serve any beverages that may contain alcohol in them, as I could really use No?
No alcohol.
I should have realized that.
No alcohol here, sir. We do not condone drinking of the devil's elixir here.
Of course.
I mean, I've used alcohol as weed killer before, and if it kills weeds, it likely kills men too. What anything else that you require? Because this is not a pub.
I want some coffee.
Okay, yes. That has some type of addictive properties too. I hope you are, spacing out your coffee drinkage, but it's okay.
That's all I live off.
That is not healthy, young man.
It isn't.
She goes, any water for you, sir?
Do you have tea here, actually?
Yes, wonderful. Herbal tea. Although that sometimes has caffeine in it as well, and you probably should space that out as well.
I tend to, yeah.
Okay. She goes and she starts...
Only every 2 hours.
Do you want one of the bottles? So she points at this refrigerated little glass container in the front of the counter thing, and there's some bottles in there. Some of them have green tea in them. Would you want one of these refrigerated?
Sure. I don't see why not.
All right, she hands you one of those. Then she goes and starts brewing the coffee, which apparently wasn't already brewed. Young Joe is just walking around looking at stuff. Obviously, this lady's religious.
I had no idea, young Joe.
Huh.
No idea.
Interesting. Never really understood that. I mean, seeing is believing,
First, yes, I actually admire that standpoint. Probably the one thing I can agree on with you, young Joe.
Yeah. So as you... Oh, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, young Joe, so how are you dealing with your friend's demise?
He doesn't seem to care.
It's kind of messed up, pretty heavy, but I don't mind much. We were more of just like a gang, we were a group, and I would be out there for them if they needed my help, but obviously they don't anymore. I just need some new gang members, if you understand. I just need to replace them.
We need to get back the pink jumpsuit people together.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Pink gang.
Yeah, pink gang. We're going to switch over to Stanley, who's in his truck, and he's opening up the new letter. All right. Here we go. Elliot. Oh, are you...
I'm just moving things around on my desk.
Oh, okay, you're good. Never mind. I thought placement of things moved, and I thought you were Stanley. Okay. All right, you open it up, and you begin reading, and the gist of this one is it has gotten a lot darker. So before you had him telling you about the different things, right? But now he's talking about he's getting more paranoid, it seems. What is his name again? Maybe we should type the names into the chat again, or at least this guy's name. Let me see.
Or into the Discord, because it's just going to go away in the Zoom.
Henry Ackley, I think, was his name.
Yeah, something like that.
Henry Akey. Something like that. Henry. Let me check. 1 second. I put an extra E. Whoops. Whatever. Screw it. Okay. So it's Henry H. Ackley? Henry W. There we go. Okay. Whatever. So he seems to be getting more and more worried about the different noises that he's hearing, about the things that he's been seeing. He's found more footprints outside, like way more than there were before. He has dogs, as he's mentioned in previous letters, and the dogs have gone missing. And he's actually had to get he's mentions that he's like had to get new dogs multiple times now. Like these attack dogs that he uses. He's an older man living alone in the mountains to protect him, and they keep turning up dead or missing, and then he gets more. He thinks that they have been watching him, and that they're mad that he is trying to contact you. He also mentions that they might be attempting to interfere with the mail. And he basically just says, he again says, please, no matter what, do not come up here. I'm still trying to smooth things over or figure out how to make it safer before trying to meet you. And again, he thanks you for being willing to listen to him because you're like the only one he can trust now. What are your thoughts on this new turn of events? It's extremely paranoid. He's saying that he's hearing buzzing noises almost every night. He's saying that he thinks that one of his nearby... So there are a few other houses in the mountains. He thinks one of his neighbors is, like, working for them. And that this guy keeps coming close to his house and just kind of looking around where he really shouldn't be. And he thinks that... Yeah, so... Any thoughts?
Not really.
What would you respond with?
I'll tell him about what happened at the asylum.
Okay. Are you going? So what details are you going to mention? There's a few that
the kid, the lady, the doctor there that thinks he's really close to curing insanity.
Yeah.
With a weird voice.
Dr. Shiny.
Yeah, Dr. Shiny. What else would have happened?
So what specifically about the wife and the kid?
The wife has been put in here because everyone thinks she's crazy because she's trying to protect the kid because because he's
muted,
super intelligent and has seen things.
Okay. All right, that's good. All right.
I'm gonna send the letter off, and then I'm gonna go down into my. I'm gonna return home before they do, and I'm gonna go down into my basement and see if
his corpse stash.
Read up on all the things that that the woman mentioned. Because she talks about all kinds of, like, the Egyptian prince or whatever.
The woman?
Yeah, the woman mentioned all that stuff that the boy had seen.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. All right. Yeah, the Egyptian prince. Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me about that too, man. Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. So you head back. You go to put the letter in. Are you gonna put any money with the letter this time?
Yes.
All right. How much?
20.
All right. Remove that from your cash this time.
Okay.
And what are the rest of you guys doing? So you've got what? Would you get food? Are you like planning on eating as well?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want? Anything specific?
I want some bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask if they have like pancakes or something.
They do. All right. So you guys are at a table right now. You're finishing off the food that you've obtained. You've been talking for a while, just a little bit about your blogs. You told young Joe just a little bit about some different things that have been going on. And then the lady comes over and she begins to clear away your silverware and stuff. Do you have anything you want to say to her? You notice that as she walks over, she crosses herself and then starts clearing things up.
I don't know what I did to incite that, but excuse me, ma'am. I just have a few questions for you, if you don't mind answering them.
okay.
Yeah. So, what kind of stuff have you heard of in the town? Like any kind of urban legends or things going on in the woods, by the river, even?
Well, I mean, I don't know. There haven't been that many legends or any urban things. I mean, you could talk to Mr. Marsh about stuff like that. He's the one who's obsessed with, you know, weird or occultic things.
Yes, Mr. Marsh.
He's a Satanist.
Interesting.
Yes.
Tell me more about him being a Satanist, please.
No, he draws pentagrams and does sacrifices and stuff.
Do you have proof for this?
He used to be my husband.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dang,
so, turns out I'm not the only one that got fast.
Any.
What made you two split apart?
Can you not tell?
Look at all this.
All these differences in the relationship. I see. So what is your name, just so I remember?
Stanley. What is her name again? I had a sheet of paper with a bunch of stuff written down on it. I don't have it right this second.
Irene Madison.
Irene Madison. Thank you. Okay, let me see if I can can't find it.
I haven't heard that in a while. Well, thank you. That is very useful information to me.
Yeah, very useful.
Thank you for the pancakes and bacon. They were quite good. How much do I owe you?
Here we go. Found it. Nice. Oh, we're gonna say you paid for your food.
Okay.
We're gonna try to get past all that.
The price is probably bumped up because we're associated with Stanley.
Irene Madison. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, probably. She didn't know you were associated with him. You never really mentioned it. All right, so you guys, you pay for your food. Then she turns, and again, she kind of looks right at you, Thomas. She's kind of staring at you, and she's like, "If anything strange were to happen, make sure that you call on the name of the Lord. He can protect you."
Of course, ma'am. Thank you.
She crosses herself again, and then walks behind the counter. We're going to switch over to Stanley now, who is downstairs performing satanic rituals. Just kidding. He's downstairs doing his research, right? All right. So you are in the basement, and you start looking around. You're specifically looking for anything on the Pharaoh. Okay. All right. You find some. Make a. Let me think.
I mean, I think I have an idea, but
Which is higher, occult or Cthulhu Mythos? Probably occult.
No, I didn't put any points into occult for some reason, and they're the same.
Wait, they're both at 1%? Yeah.
They're both at 5.
Oh, okay. Let me think. What else might you have? Maybe history? Is history a skill? I really need to know these skills, dang it.
Yeah, history, but that's also 5.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you're going to have to make a roll against 5.
Spot hidden.
Yeah. Nope. You're going for
All right, come on.
Occult.
Come on, we gotta roll lower than 5. 19.
Okay. Well, you could use luck if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So how is this luck going to manifest? Like, how are you going to put in a little extra work or whatnot?
I have a lot of books.
Okay.
And I just have this whole bookcase full of stuff. And which skill was I using?
Occult.
Occult. I don't know. I guess.
All right, let's just say that you
pull out my picture.
You got extremely lucky because the second book that you pulled out, which was an encyclopedia of like some like demons and stuff like that, you found some connections between a pharaoh type sorcerer king in Egypt and to another name called the Crawling Chaos. So yeah, there's that. So you find some connections there. What any specific knowledge you're looking for?
I'm gonna search through and see what I can find out about the Crawling Chaos, and if there's like any story about him trying to take over the world or something, or destroy the world.
Oh, let's see. The Crawling Chaos.
I pull out my Call of Cthulhu 7th edition Keeper's Guide and read all the things about it.
You take 1 point of sanity damage from metagaming. Just kidding.
Dang it.
All right, for real.
Punishment.
While reading, you find out that everybody's lives is just a bunch of ones and twos on a sheet of paper.
Well, gosh darn it.
All right, so you read that it is a tall, slim figure with the young face of an antique pharaoh, gay with prismatic robes and crowned with a word I can't pronounce, a sphent, a P-S-H-E-N-T, that glowed with inherent light, the fascination of a dark god or fallen archangel, and around whose eyes there lurked the languid sparkle of capricious humor. And the pharaoh is an Egyptian-looking human, and this creature is also known as a few other names, including the Bloody Tongue, the Haunter of the Dark, and you see that it is also known as Nyarlathotep. So, you know that that there is some type of cult that worships him, and you know that he's supposed to be some type of dark god. You don't know much else. This book does not really. This book also mentions that he is a creature that has no, like, it is a sadistic creature, but it also mentions that it is like it's not very smart. It's like really stupid is something that it brings up. It like has its acts in irrational ways and is a bestial creature. Although you have no way of knowing if any of this that you've just read is even true or not. It's just what some demonologist has written down. So, you found all that. What else? Anything? Are you searching for?
I don't think so. I don't think I have enough time to find anything to dig much deeper.
Are you guys going to go back to his house, Thomas and Elliot? Or if you're still there?
Yeah. I'll go back.
All right. You guys, Stanley, you're still in your study. You've got a candle kind of flipping through ancient tomes as the flickering light is dying and wax is dripping onto your hand, but you don't really even notice it because you're so enraptured with what you're doing. And suddenly you hear a slam upstairs as they come back in the house. And you quickly you realize, oh, got all this on me. Just kind of brush it off. Try to get as much of it off as you can, and then you go back upstairs. Are you planning on showing them anything? Because you said I have something I want to show you. Would that be the letters, or what is your plan?
I'm going to take them downstairs.
Okay. All right.
Better not play the record.
All right, I've got it.
I brought the record player down to the basement, right?
Yes.
I think I did.
So here's a question for you, though. Are you, like, is there satanic stuff down there? Or like, is there like books on like with
stuff that could be
pentagrams on
considered
them and
satanic is just hung up for like humorous. It's like the only humorous thing down there is stuff that's related to actual like Satan,
stuff? Okay.
like the most evil being known to man, and it's just like humorous things hung up on the wall. Like how my ex-wife has the humorous Christian things on the wall, I have humorous Satan things on the wall.
Okay. I never said it was humorous, but okay. All right. So Stanley, you come upstairs and you see Elliot and Thomas. What are you gonna say anything to them?
You're back. Where'd you guys go?
Hi, am I supposed to be here?
Young Joe out.
Define takeout.
You stay up here. There's a kitchen over there. Make yourself some food. Make yourself comfortable. There's a TV over there too.
I just ate, but okay, thank you, sir.
Well, there's a TV.
I'll go.
If you're into that kind
I
of
love
thing.
TV. I wonder what type of networks this Stanley Marsh has.
Three channels I checked this morning.
Fox News.
I thought you would have chosen the Cthulhu News Network, but still.
The what?
The Cthulhu News Network, definitely.
The History Channel.
Yep.
But only at night.
And Arkham News.
There you go.
All right, Stanley, you gonna take them downstairs?
Yes. All right, boys, I'm going to show you something. And you're probably going to think I'm strange after coming down here.
It's Satanist stuff.
Where were you two, by the way?
Met a lovely person named Irene.
Your ex.
Actually does finger guns.
What'd you think?
I don't know. She wasn't that hot, but, you know. Oh, you meant...
That's not what I was asking, sir. I meant, did you think she was crazy, or did you think she was...
I wouldn't say crazy. Elliot.
Not my cup of tea, you know.
Although
All right, then. Well, let's just say...
It was Thomas Vale's cup of tea.
Did she say anything to either of you?
You were Satanist.
Okay, I guess that'll lighten the blow of what I'm about to show you.
Are you going to sacrifice us in any way? Because if so, I'm not really sure I'm looking forward
Yes,
to.
I'm going to sacrifice you two. Come on.
If you sacrifice us, can you at least live stream it to my blog?
I laid them down to the basement.
You guys are going down. Oh,
no cameras.
Okay.
Are you going to?
I put my phone on the counter.
All right, good. Okay.
And I give him the stink eye.
Yeah, I figured.
Mr. Vale.
I don't know what you mean. I don't have a camera on me.
Mr. Vale, put away your camera.
I reluctantly put my phone on the table.
Okay.
All right, come on.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go downstairs last in line.
Okay. So you start down the stairs. They're creaky wooden stairs, and they go down.
Just holding a
really
lantern.
far.
I grab my phone on the table and quickly shove it in my pocket before.
Roll a. Is there a sleight of hand? We need to see.
Yeah, there is a sleight of hand.
Yeah, there's a sleight of hand.
Ah, crap. That's
Roll
a
sleight of hand against Stanley Marsh's spot hidden. So Stanley, I want you to make a spot hidden roll. Okay. What type of success is it? Is it a normal, or if it's what type of success or failure is it?
I'm rolling spot hidden.
Yes.
49 out of 50, so regular.
Regular success. All right, Thomas, what did you get?
Well, 27 out of 10, so I failed big time.
Stanley, you notice Thomas trying to reach and grab his phone.
Thomas.
Hey, what are you doing with my phone?
No phones. Maybe later. But not right now.
Okay. And I set it back down. It's pointing.
You know what? You're going down first.
Stanley
And I
Marsh.
didn't make him go in front of me.
Little thing over in the corner says Stanley Marsh didn't like that. You head downstairs.
I want to load my quick save.
You go downstairs, and you see that it's almost like a library. There's lots of hastily scrawled notes everywhere, and there's bookshelves filled with all different types of tomes and encyclopedias and crazy-looking books. There are some humorous Satan things on the walls, apparently.
In the morning, give me my coffee and Satan.
Okay, stuff like that. Gotcha. You
in serial killer handwriting. It's just like etched in.
Didn't Irene say something about coffee addiction?
Yes.
Man,
yeah,
you checked
that
off
was
all
the final
boxes. All right, Stanley, what are you gonna show him?
I pull out the letters.
All right, he takes out some.
So, what do you two think of this place?
I like it. I wish I could take pictures.
Yeah. The pictures part, definitely. Not sure if I like the whole feel of it down here, considering it's all just fiction down here.
Fiction? What is wrong with you, man?
Well, Mr. Vale, maybe you'll change your mind after you hear about this. And I read them the first letter.
All right, so the first letter includes, hey, I saw that you're looking into stuff like this, and I'm telling you I've seen it in person, basically. And then it also introduces the guy whose name is Henry Ackley. Ackley, whatever. Yeah, was there any other things of importance in that first letter? Not really?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I tell them that I open up connection with him.
All right. What do you guys think of that? Anything?
So, you're getting letters from a guy in the mountains. That might be,
yeah.
And you're taking every word he sends to you as fact.
Mr. Vale.
Yeah,
I may read you letter number 2.
I'm sorry, Elliot. What did you
read him the?
I may be a believer, but you can't trust crazy mountain men.
I read him the second letter.
All right. What exactly was the second letter comprised of? Do you remember? Or should I?
There's the pictures, right?
Okay. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So it includes some proof of the footprints. And it also shows a picture of the man who looks fairly happy. I don't know. He looks like a nice old guy. Yeah. Was there anything else in that second letter? Oh, wait. Is that the one with all the stuff about... No, that's the third one. Never mind. Okay.
But yeah, I think the third one had the Nintendo stuff.
See, he took pictures of those footprints.
So, let's think about this. Let's say, Stanley, so the other thing is that he also mentions the recording and asks if he should send it over.
He asked about this recording, and, well, I hold it up. He sent it.
Are you...
I played it in the thing.
All right.
Play.
All right, it begins to play.
Put this thing on the thing.
Oh boy. All right. And let me see if I can find the transcription. I'm gonna just go over it. If I can find it.
A buzzing sound.
Yeah, there was more than just
young
that.
Joe with us?
Yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff that I remember. Of course, that wasn't there.
Is young Joe in the basement with us?
No, he was left outside.
Good.
Upstairs. Watching TV.
Watching the 3 news stations.
We hear what's his name?
Young Joe.
What's his name? No, we hear
Henry?
Fox News playing upstairs.
All right. Indistinguishable sounds, a cultivated male human voice says, the Lord of the Woods, the gifts of men from Lang. So from the wells of night to the gulfs of space, and from the gulfs of space to the wells of night, ever the praises of great Cthulhu, of Thojua, and him who is not to be named. Ever their praises in abundance to the goat of the woods. I, Shub, the goat with 1,000 young. And a buzzing imitation of human speech. This is where you guys both need to make a sanity check. Says,
I'm going to fail this.
the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young, only it's all zzz.
I put my face in my hand.
I got 21 to 52. 52 being my sanity.
All right. So if Thomas, you succeeded. You take 1 point of sanity damage. Elliot Winters, you failed. You're going to take also 1 point of sanity damage. Good
Hey,
job.
that's pretty good.
You're okay. This noise sounds like it should not exist, and it's something that should definitely not human organs trying to make human sounds. Thomas, this visibly shakes you a little bit, but then you've succeeded on your sanity check. You also think to yourself, this could possibly have been, fabricated or created. You don't know exactly how, but that would make more sense than this being true. Do you need me to go through the rest of it? Do you want me to? Or should we just... so it basically just goes on about Azathoth. We're giving tributes to them. He has taught us marvels, the wings of night out beyond space. Yuggoth, it mentions a planet called Yuggoth rolling in the black ether at the rim of the galaxy. It mentions Nyarlathotep. That makes you, Stanley Marsh, kind of start a little bit as you were just reading about that.
Wasn't that also the name that the wife mentioned the kid brought up?
Yes. Although I don't know if she necessarily mentioned the name. Did she? Maybe she did. And then it ends with Nyarlathotep, great messenger, bringer of strange joy to Yuggoth through the void, father of the million favored ones, stalker among, speech cut off by the end of the record. And that's where it ends.
Would I know anything about these names?
You have heard the name Nyarlathotep, you've heard of Cthulhu, you've heard of some of these creatures from your studies into the occult. Most of it has been debunked by famous scholars, and a lot of it's very obscure, but you've heard of it before. It's just obscure folklore, basically. You also, that third letter, Stanley, is the one that goes on and kind of was super creepy and scary. So yeah, there's all that. What do you guys think?
Hey, that's pretty good. my head hurts now, and I don't like this, but it's pretty good. That
was weird.
Okay. Stanley, do you have anything further to say?
I just let them sit there, wait for them to start speaking.
All right.
Well, no, that my friends or my associate Stanley was the most natural thing I've ever heard. Nothing about it was really too strange. You got this stuff from an old guy in the mountains. Why? I don't see why you would believe any of this, especially that recording, which could easily be made in any kind of audio software.
But make it then. Prove it.
I don't have... Turn on your hotspot then. Waste your data.
Yeah, let's go upstairs right now and I'll remake that with audio software.
Stanley, they don't seem to be accepting the gravity of the situation.
Get out.
What?
Oh, God.
Shotgun.
Oh.
I run upstairs.
Get.
Yeah, I dash after Elliot and grab
You guys both run out.
grab my phone.
Joe is sitting there and he's watching Fox News. Man, these guys. Thomas and Elliot, you walk in. Are you going to say anything to him before you leave? Are you going to, leave the house itself? Do you think he's telling you to, get out entirely? Or
he has a shotgun. I don't think he really wants to see me right now.
I grab my phone.
Yeah, I grab
to run into the vehicle.
I just closed the door to the basement.
And then you go back down?
Yes.
Okay. And they're running out of the house. Where are you guys going to go? To Old Joe's?
Yeah,
the park bench looked pretty nice out there.
Park bench, okay.
It's
evening now, so great. Okay.
I'm gonna go look for an ATM.
Maybe the Walmart has one.
Yeah, there would be one outside the Walmart. All right, Stanley, what are you going to do? So you chase them out because they obviously did not understand what was truly happening, and it really bothered you. Now what? You're just going to keep going over the letters and listening to the thing and trying to figure it out pretty much?
I'm just going to play the tape over and over while I keep researching about Nyarlathotep and all that stuff.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. In fact, you know what? Make a sanity check.
38 out of 55.
You succeed? Okay. Take 1 point of sanity damage from your researches, but you don't really discover that much new stuff. You're mainly taking this point from hearing the buzzing noise over and over again, and it's really messing you up. Okay. Elliot and Thomas, where are you going to go? Stanley, you going to do that all night till morning when you're going to get your next letter, pretty much? Or when you hope to get your next letter? Okay.
Yep.
I go and deposit some cash, and I'm going to Old Joe's.
Okay. Thomas, are you going to go with
No,
him?
I'm going to lay out on the park bench. I don't trust Old Joe's.
Has it been enough time for Old Joe to get his credit card reader?
No, he got some cash, he said. He went to the ATM and got cash. All right, so Thomas, you're going to the park bench, and you're just going to... You guys have come to a breaking point where you've all got your own personal agendas have kind of separated everybody from everybody else. So now, Thomas, you're outside on a bench in the night air. It's getting a little bit chilly. There's one lamp right above you.
Almost guy rushes out of the darkness and bashes him with a plank.
No. Elliot, you go over to Old Joe's. And thank you, Andrew Rybkin. Cheers to the investigator, folks. Yes, cheers to you guys. You're doing awesome. All right, Elliot, you go into Old Joe's house, or bed and breakfast, and he's behind the counter.
How much for a night?
One night, $7.
I gave him some money. Do you have any raid just in case there's any cockroaches? All right, can I borrow that?
I have multiple cans.
That's a lot of cockroaches in here, then.
You see that there's multiple bins that have toilet paper and bottles of that stuff. So it looks like he probably goes through it a lot. It's something of an infestation.
Okay. We're going to take one roll of toilet paper and 1 can of Raid.
Okay. You're gonna so he gives you a key to a room upstairs.
All right, I go to my room and just look out the window and contemplating on what I just heard.
All right.
Is young Joe still in my house?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna spend all night researching it. 4 a.m, I'm gonna go upstairs. When I see he's still there, I'm gonna wake him up and tell him all about my findings.
Really?
You're gonna
and get his reaction on it.
All right,
he's gonna believe he's a fan of mine.
He's asleep. You come upstairs and you go up to him and you wake him up. And you start talking to him. And so do you say everything pretty much?
Yep.
He's like...
Just drop it all at once.
Wow. So... It's all real then. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
That's very cool. Huh. Alright, man. Cool. This Fox guy. I mean, seriously, these news stations, they're all so sensationalist now. I love it. I mean, it's gotten a lot better. It used to be they would, tell you actual, stories, pertinent news, but now it's all awesome stories, about famous people and dogs running for mayor and stuff. It's nice. What were you saying?
I go to sleep.
Okay. He's just still sitting there And then he's fallen back asleep. All right, so you're going to try to go to sleep.
Yes.
Okay. Make a sleep roll. Just kidding.
46.
Success. Good job. Okay.
I feel like I might need to make a sleep roll that's very hard out there.
You can make a...
Oh, my word.
Yeah, sure. Make a sleep roll as well. Everyone's sleep is at 50%.
Oh, I got 20.
I mean, I succeeded.
You both
but
succeeded.
I don't know what that means.
You got what? 20 something?
25.
Okay, you succeeded.
66.
You don't need to make one. You're gonna be. Oh wait a minute. Oh yeah, you did. Never mind. Okay,
Roaches.
cool. Yeah. All right.
My rolls are the literal worst.
Thomas.
You're
Thomas,
freaky.
you're in bed, and I mean not in bed. On the bench,
yet.
and you just kind of put your head on your arm. Do you have any plans? Like, are you planning on like leaving?
I think I'm gonna visit my insane wife in the asylum again.
Okay.
Actually, maybe. I think I'm gonna get up in the middle of the night and actually just go there, right now. Kind of just. I don't know. I feel like I need to see them for some reason, especially after hearing some of the similarities in the tapes with what the kids say.
Interesting. All right. Elliot. All right. So Elliot, you're in bed. You're trying to go to sleep, and you fall asleep. And then a few minutes later, you wake up because you feel something crawling on your face.
Oh gosh.
Grab the ring.
Yep. So you do that on your face?
Yeah.
Yes, really? Oh gosh. Do you
The
close?
best cologne.
Do you close your eyes at least before doing?
Yeah, I close my eyes.
But you just go.
Yes.
Oh gosh. That's okay. Then you feel. Then you
Solves everything.
Then you kind of sit up. And you kind of go like that, and you open one eye, and you see that you've got like 5 or 6 just around on you on like the blankets and stuff, and you kind of. I'm assuming you kind of get up and try to shake it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I roll like a Constitution check?
No, I mean you're fine right now. It'll take a minute for that to kick in. You stand up, you start shaking the thing off. You feel the roach kind of fall off your face. You shake all the bugs off your blanket, and you hear a lot of skittering noises around the room. And then suddenly,
I just turn on the lamp and get ready to spray some more.
you turn on the lamp and you see, like, there may be 17 or 18 bugs in your room, and they're all these big, huge cockroaches. Okay. So you take out the raid, and you take the 2 or whatever. You take 2 cans, and you just unleash hell on them. And as you're doing it, they're all running away. Some of them are they're dying. Suddenly you feel a little sick, just from like breathing in the fumes from the thing, and you wipe it off your face, but make a Constitution check first.
98 out of 50.
98.
Yeah.
Is that a fumble? I think anything 95 and up is a fumble, right?
I think so.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Okay. Cool. Let me 1 second.
I roll low when it comes to D&D, but I roll high.
You just got really lucky. Okay. So I wish I could like show you. You literally. I don't know if you can even see that. No, you probably
1.
can't. It's a 1. Yes. Okay. So, you're taking 1 point of damage. And yeah, good job. Well, technically terrible job. You're taking 1 point of damage, but there's also like some side effects which you don't really know about yet. They may show up later. It's not pleasant.
I I open up the window to let the fumes out, and I'm just gonna look out the window for the rest of the night.
As you hear the skittering noises kind of stop, you hear something else.
Oh no.
What? So you hear a buzzing noise. Yeah. Yep. At least the corpse would smell nice. True. You hear a buzzing noise. What are you planning on doing? Anything? You hear it. You just remember hearing it in the thing, and it's really faint. And it slowly fades away. And you almost feel like you're maybe just remembering it. You know, like maybe you're just thinking of it and remembering it.
Like, was it inside the room or like outside?
It sounded like it was outside. You heard it when you opened the window.
Can I like see something out in the distance with the moonlight or something? Make out a faint silhouette?
Make a spot hidden.
Why did my hand get in the way? 59 out of 45.
That's a failure? Yeah. You could use luck to bring it down if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it down by 14.
All right, lose 14 luck. Here you go. You start straining your eyes out into the distance because you hear it, and you're hearing it getting farther and farther away. And suddenly you see something. There's something flying, and you see it kind of reflected by the moon. And it's so far away, right? It's far away. So it could be a bird or something. You hope it's a bird or something. But you see that it has more legs than a bird would have, like a lot more legs than a bird might have.
If I zoom in, can my phone pick it up?
So you take out your phone and try to zoom in on it?
Yes.
All right, you take out your phone. So you see something. You know you saw something, right? You're looking at it, and you see that it has like some type of wings, okay? You take out your phone, and you're looking through the viewfinder, and it's gone.
Well, that was certainly weird. I forgot to write my blog. I'm going to write my blog for the rest of the night.
As you put your phone down, you still see the speck off in the distance. Make an intelligence roll.
This is not going to end well at all. 84 out of 65.
You failed.
Yes.
Okay. Now you make a sanity check. You failed.
43 out of 22.
Okay. Well, you failed your intelligence, which means that it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Not that bad. You got 2 points of sanity damage taken away. Your Cthulhu Mythos skill is going to go up by 1, and your maximum sanity is going to go down by 1. And you have discovered something. As you take your phone and you put it up, and you don't see the thing, and then you put it down and you can still kind of see it, and you kind of do that a few different times, and you realize that the thing will not come up on a recording device.
Wait, I've been rolling sanity wrong. Oh, wait, never mind. Whatever. I continue.
So whatever you saw cannot come up on any type of recording device. And you kind of realize this as you're going back and forth looking at it with your phone and without. Thomas, you heard some type of buzzing noise. What would you do?
Well, I'm dead. I kind of sit up on the park bench, still thinking about heading to the insane asylum. I'm just kind of thinking, well, that's odd. Is Stanley out here messing with me? Because honestly, I don't want to deal with his crap right now. I kind of look around, take in my surroundings real quick.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh no. Dexterity. Okay. God, I dropped the dice and it went under my desk. Hang on.
Reroll it.
Yep. Well, that was convenient. I rolled a 62. My dexterity is 60.
So that's a failure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You could push the roll.
And I do have luck.
Or you could use luck, yeah.
I think I'll use luck in this situation because I don't want to be beheaded by a weird creature. So
you don't believe in weird creatures, though. Okay, fine.
Okay,
you're gonna use
out of character.
you're gonna use 2 points of luck to knock it down to 60.
Yeah. I have a lot of luck. This is odd. It's up first. Okay.
Good job. All right.
I'm not dead yet.
You kind of feel something brush your neck, and when you feel this, it's like just a little tiny tingling. It might even be just like you hearing the buzzing noise and reacting to it. You're not even sure. Felt physical, but you can't really tell. And you kind of jolt back, and then you turn around and look, and you don't see anything.
Just might have been that weird moment when you're.
And you look around and you see there's some type of large bird reflected by the moon, which is slowly flying away.
Stupid ravens, not dead yet. But you know, it's nothing. Obviously, buzzing noise, coincidence, probably.
You have a hard time sleeping.
Yeah.
But you did succeed at your sleep roll, so you managed to fall asleep eventually.
Yeah.
All right, Stanley. It is the next morning. You wake up, and what you gonna do? Yep. You're ready to start. Yeah, ready to start the day.
I'm gonna immediately go and check the mail.
Okay. You get up and you head out. Okay, this is okay. You go to check the mail. You get in your pickup truck and you drive out to the mailbox. And there's nothing. Are you going to continue waiting?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to go to Walmart.
Okay. What's your plan?
I'm going to buy chain, and I'm going to wrap it around my tires so that I can drive over the riverbed. So that I can like do faster searching. I'm going to go in the direction of where the strange footprints are pointing.
So you're going to drive to look for anything. Okay.
Yes. And I'm going to look for anything that looks like what the pictures that have been sent.
All right. We're going to kind of make a spot hidden roll. Also, remove another $20 from your cash for buying this stuff.
91.
Okay. Following the trail, at one point you hear a slight buzzing noise, and you kind of immediately are like, but then you don't really see anything, and you do not really find anything from nearly. You're out there for multiple hours looking, and you don't really see anything. Thomas and Elliot, what are you going to do? Elliot, you spent the entire night fending off bugs, roaches, and despicable
I'm gonna go
creatures.
look for Thomas.
You get up and you go outside, and you see Thomas. Or wait, no, Thomas. Thomas, wait a minute. I've got a question. Were you still planning on going to the sanitarium?
I was, yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Stanley, you're gonna do everything that just happened, but we're gonna go back a little bit and go over what Thomas is going to do at the sanitarium first. Okay, so Thomas, you get up and you're gonna head out to the sanitarium. You said.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a noise.
Oh, better not be a
You look over and you see the mailbox. There's a guy next to it, and he seems to be opening it, and he takes something out of it, and he closes it and starts walking away.
Do I recognize the man at all?
No. It looks like just a guy out getting his mail, although it is really late at night.
Huh. Weird. I guess he must have forgot to get it earlier. Do I notice which section he was getting it out of? If there was like plate on it.
Stanley, did they ever go with you when you went to obtain the a letter?
Yeah, they stayed in the car though. They didn't come in.
Would they have been able to see which box was yours?
Maybe.
Thomas, make an intelligence check to see if you recall.
Huzzah! I have an 80 intelligence. If I fail this, that would be fun. 57.
Okay,
so.
Cool. Yes, no.
There's a reason I put it into intelligence
no
for once.
Fun for you, Thomas. Okay, for real. You noticed that the man took the stuff out of Stanley's mailbox.
Hey, Stanley, is that you? It doesn't look like you.
The man keeps walking.
Excuse me, sir. I begin running towards him.
He turns around, and you see let's see. There's a man. This man is pretty. He's pretty average looking. He looks pretty average in pretty much all ways. He looks very, very, very normal. He looks like the quintessential neighbor man. He turns to you and he's like, "Hello. How are you doing?"
I'm good. I just have a question for you real quick.
Yes?
I want to know... Now, this might just be a little bit silly, but... Why are you taking Stanley's mail?
Stanley's mail? Who's Stanley? Stanley's mail? Haha. Stanley's dead, silly.
That's not a funny joke. I'm gonna grab his shirt collar and bring as much as I can. Is he taller than me still? Because I'm gonna like.
He's around the same height as you.
Bring him down if I need to. I'm just gonna put in his face. Excuse me, sir. I'm kind of sick and tired of your crap already, and I just met you. So,
sir,
why don't you give me the mail and I'll hand it to Stanley?
I can't do that.
Why not?
Fine. There you go. He hands you a letter.
Thank you, sir. I wouldn't advise doing that. By the way, taking other people's mail is kind of rude in today's standards. I'm gonna put it in my pocket, my lab coat.
Well, that's what you literally just did, sir, but okay.
Well, I'm gonna give it to Stanley. He's well, we might have gone through a bit of an argument recently, in a way. I mean, no ill intent, I'm sure, but nonetheless, I have to ask you, though, why were you going through his mail to begin with?
He has there's some sensitive things going on, and I wanted to make sure that
Who do you work for?
it doesn't matter who I work for, sir.
Well, obviously it does.
Well, it doesn't matter to you. And I just checked, and there's nothing wrong with what you have in your hands, so you can take it to him.
Okay. Well, thank you, of course, and have a good night. And I'm going to start walking to Stanley's auto repair.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take a second out of my time before I visit just to hand Stanley. No, wait.
What if that was the mailman?
Why did he take it out of me?
That would be really funny if it was the mailman.
I work for the government.
All right, wait. So, Thomas, you're planning on bringing it to Stanley?
Actually, I think I'll wait. I mean, maybe I'll check it out for myself first, before I give it to him.
Okay. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, before I head to the insane asylum anyways, I'm just going to, pull out the letter, pop it open, take a look at it.
All right, 1 second. Let me see. Okay. Okay, this is getting interesting. I will also mention something else, Stanley. I didn't mention this before, but Henry has mentioned multiple times that he is thinking about moving. Like, he's thinking about, leaving, getting away from it so that it's not there. And he keeps kind of bringing it up multiple times. In fact, in the last letter, he specifically said, 5 of the dogs were killed. I'm afraid I hit one myself by aiming my gun too low. Now I'm setting the pains. The shots broke, and I'm going to a nearby place for more dogs. I guess the men at the kennels think I'm crazy. Suppose I'll be ready for moving in a week or two, though it nearly kills me to think about it. He's mentioned multiple times that the place is dear. It was like a family heirloom type thing. You know, it's like a family-owned home. Here we go. All right, you open it. Or Thomas, you open it because Stanley's not there.
Yeah.
My dear Mr. Marsh, it gives me great pleasure to be able to set you at rest regarding all the silly things I've been writing you. I say silly, although by that I mean my frightened attitude rather than my descriptions of certain phenomena. The phenomena are real and important enough. My mistake has been in establishing a frightened attitude toward them. I think I mentioned that my strange visitors were beginning to communicate with me, and to attempt such communication. Last night, this exchange of speech became actual. In response to certain signals, I admitted to the house a messenger from the outside. A fellow human, let me hasten to say. He was the neighbor. He told me much that neither you nor I had even begun to guess, for he showed clearly how totally we had misjudged and misinterpreted the purpose of the Outer Ones in maintaining their secret colony on this planet. It seems that the evil legends about what they have offered to men and what they wish in connection with the Earth are wholly the result of ignorant misconception of allegorical speech. Speech, of course, molded by cultural backgrounds and thought habits vastly different from anything we dream of. My own conjectures, I freely own shot as widely past the mark as any of the guesses of illiterate farmers. What I had thought morbid and shameful is in reality awesome, mind-expanding, and even glorious. My previous estimate being merely a phase of man's eternal tendency to hate and fear and shrink from the utterly different or insane. Now I regret the harm I have inflicted upon these alien and indescribable beings in the course of our nightly skirmishes. If only I had consented to talk peaceably and reason with them in the first place. But they bear me no grudge, for their emotions being they're organized very differently from ours. It is their misfortune to have had as their human agents in Vermont were not really useful to them as much as they had wanted them to be. They did not communicate with me exactly what they wanted. Are you going to stop reading, or are you going to keep going? There's a lot more.
Is there anything like I'll just skim the rest of it, see if there's anything noticeable. And then I'll read like the last 2 sentences or so.
The Outer Ones wish of man peace, increasing intellectual rapport, because humanity's inventions and devices are expanding their knowledge and making it more and more impossible for these creatures to exist secretly on the planet as they've been doing for the past millions of years. And so they want to kind of start up communication with humans. They want to take philosophical and scientific leaders and like learn more about them and exchange thoughts and ideas and technology. They have specifically chosen Henry as a person they want to converse with and take with them, basically, and talk to. He says that they will employ special means to transcend everything which we have so far been accustomed to regard as human experience, and his house will be besieged no longer. These creatures are perhaps the most marvelous organic things in or beyond all space and time. He goes on and on and on about how incredible they are. They look like insect-like creatures, but in reality they're closer to fungus or some type of mushroom creature. They cannot be photographed by ordinary cameras because their electrons are at a different vibration rate than normal material. They have wings, ether-resisting wings, which allows them to fly through, like, space. And finally, he mentions... Let's see, let me just skip ahead to... Here's this. They want him to come with them. And they are exposing his mind to infinity that any human brain can hold. And he wants Stanley to come with him. He wants Stanley to meet him. He says, I would want you to come up here, take your truck, take your car, take whatever you would need to. I want to meet you, and I want you to meet them. And they have a very, very important and interesting information that they want to show him. And finally, he says something else. He says that the things that I've been sending you are actually... they could be harmful to humanity. Only a select few are supposed to know about these creatures. And so I humbly request that you return the phonograph record